You are now ready to start using the app. All of the client details that you just uploaded can be found in the client table. At any point, you can click on a client record, expand your view, and start adding or amending details. You can also add a new client at any point by clicking on Add Record in the top right-hand corner. If you switched on your tasks within the Excel file before doing the upload, your tasks would have scheduled immediately. If you switched on tasks within the app after doing the upload, the tasks will schedule overnight. DataGrows schedules tasks in two ways. Some tasks we schedule automatically. These are the tasks shown on the left. They will continue to schedule according to the services you have set in the client table. On the right-hand side, we have the manual tables. They occur in intervals which we cannot predict. All of the tables can be found within the left-hand navigation within the app. You'll see various tables and departments. Each department can be expanded to reveal more tables. To see a list of all of your upcoming tasks, go to the All Task Due table. This will give you a breakdown of each accountant and all of the upcoming tasks. Any due date marked in pink is overdue. A due date marked in yellow is coming up in the next 7 days. Anything below that is coming up at a future date. You can expand any column in DataGrows by dragging it. You can also filter on any column by clicking on the 3 dots next to the column heading and then clicking on Filter. An active filter will display in the top right-hand corner. To start working on a specific task, click on the hot link. This will take you to the task table filtered on the specific task. You can then click on the task and start working on it immediately. You can expand a view by clicking on the expansion bar. This is an example of one of our automated tables. All of our automated tables will have a summary section containing a client name, a status, period, a due date, an accountant, partner, and manager, as well as a note field for internal notes. They'll also each contain some fields specific to the particular task table. Below that, you'll find a details section, also unique to each task. They will contain fields to insert information as well as various checkboxes. These checkboxes document the steps to follow to complete this specific task. You can check the checkboxes, save at any point, and come back at a later stage and continue working on this task. Or if you know the steps off by heart, you can simply use the status drop-down. You can mark a task as in progress when you start working on it, and then once a task is done, change the status to completed. The task will then move away from your main table into your archive feed. This means that your list gets shorter as the month progresses. The All Tasks Due table also gets emailed out as a report every Monday morning in an Excel format. It will contain a breakdown of each accountant. When you click on the accountant, it will expand to reveal all of their tasks for the next 30 days. The Details tab will give a breakdown of each task. When you click on any of these groupings, it will expand to reveal a due date, an accountant, the task name, the client, as well as a note where a note was captured. You can time against any task within DataGrows by clicking on the task and then on the timer. This timer will continue to count even if you move away from the app or move from your desktop to your mobile device. If you hover over the counter, it will show you the exact client and task that you are working on. Once you are done working on a task, simply click Stop. All of this time will be documented within your time log table. From here, it can go through an authorization workflow done by an admin or partner user. The time that has been authorized will then form part of a billing report that can be used to generate invoices, renegotiate rates, or gauge staff performance. You can also chat against any task in DataGrows by clicking on the chat icon and then typing @ This will reveal a list of all of the accountants on your team. Select the person you want to talk to and then type your message. This person will then receive a notification within their My Chats table. They will see a 1 under unread message count. Once they click on that, it will take them to the table filtered on the task where they can access the chat and start working on the task. We then get to our first manual task. This is the firm and ad hoc tasks. To add a task, click on Add Record in the top right-hand corner. This table is created to easily log time against things like meetings, emails, drafting letters, travel time, etc. All of that can be found within this dropdown. You can then assign a task to a client, select a status, as well as assign an accountant, partner, and manager, add a note if need be, and select a due date. Once you click on Save and New, you can select that record that you just captured and start timing against it. Where a due date has been set, a reminder will be scheduled within the All Task Due table. Our next manual table is the Specialized Task table. This table was created to capture anything that is reoccurring and very specific to a client. To set this up, scroll down to Setup and then Specialized Scheduler. Click on Add Record in the top right-hand corner and expand the view. The task field here is a text field, so you can add anything you want. Add a description as well as select a client. The department refers to the rates that will be used to bill for the specific task. Then assign an accountant, manager, and partner and move on to the frequency dropdown. Then fill in the details for the specific frequency that you have selected. For a specific day of the month, I will add a day of the month, as well as every how many months, and then select a start date and a scheduled days before. The scheduled days before just shows the system how many days before it should create this reminder within my feed. If I then scroll up to Specialized Tasks, this task will have immediately scheduled and it will continue to schedule according to my settings each month. The next manual table is the CIPC task table. Again, click on Add Record and then select a task from the drop-down, assign it to a client, and fill in the rest of the details under the summary section. We'll get to the detailed section in a bit. After you've filled in the summary section, click on Save and Edit. A sub-tab will appear in the top right-hand corner. This tab contains a list of documents and steps that you need to complete the specific task. We've also given hyperlinks to templates that you can download and send off to your clients. Once you have uploaded all of the documents to CIPC, you can change the upload date to today and click Save. The system will then automatically start counting for you. You will see that it already calculated the 10 calendar days and will start counting from tomorrow. Our final manual table is the SARS task table. I'll add a record by clicking on Add Record and then again selecting from the drop-down list, assigning it to a client, and then scrolling all the way down to Save and Edit. The SARS subtask tab contains download links from the SARS website as well as links where you can submit directly on the SARS website. For example, the SARS online query link. The unique thing about the SARS task table is that it has a field for internal due dates as well as a SARS appointment date. If you set either of these, a reminder will be scheduled within your all task due table as well as your report. Once everything has been submitted, come back to the task and assign an uploaded date. Click Save and the system will automatically calculate the 21, 60 or 90 days depending on the task. The day counter will also start counting from tomorrow. You can also store a document against any record within DataGrows by clicking on the record, then going to Documents, clicking on the plus icon and dragging and dropping the document into the window. This is a very basic overview of the application. We do have quite an extensive resources section that you can find by clicking on the resources over here. We also have a live demo every Wednesday morning. To book your spot on our next demo or to ask any questions as you move along, please click on the little help icon. This will take you to an email link going directly to support, as well as give you access to our WhatsApp and telephone number. You are now ready to start working in the app. This is a list of some other cool features that we have that you can find out more about within our resources section. Thank you for your time. Enjoy your journey with DataGrows.